Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who might be new here, thanks so much for watching. I'm a full-time working mom of 4 young kids, and I love to make videos on fashion, beauty, and a mommy lifestyle. And I also love making videos on my recent obsession with Poshmark as well. So if you're interested in any of these things, please consider checking out my other videos linked down below and subscribing to my channel as well. So for today's video, I want to continue on my weekly series of what's sold on Poshmark. And in this particular video, I'm going to be covering my sales for the week of June 16th. So I'm considering the week of that Sunday through the following Saturday, so 7 full days of sales. Just so you're aware, I'm not going to be quoting my cost of goods or any other business-related expenses. I'm just going to be quoting what the item sells for and what I'm actually taking home from Poshmark directly. If you're interested in hearing a little bit more about my cost of goods and other business-related expenses, please stay tuned to future haul videos where I will highlight my cost of goods when I pick items up at that time. I am also going to be linking my Poshmark closet down below, so in case you're interested in checking out my listings and how I present items, please consider clicking on that as well. So let's just go ahead and jump into this video. So for the week of June 16th, I had a pretty good week for me. I sold a total of 10 items. And as you'll see in my previous 2 weeks of What Sold videos, over the past couple weeks, my regular day job activities have been quite intense. I was on my inpatient hospital rotations and just didn't have much time at all to list new items. I was able to squeeze in enough time to ship and package items, which I was thankful for, but I really wasn't able to promote new listings very much and really didn't list very much at all. Now, thankfully, I'm off that rotation for at least another several weeks, so I'm able to devote a little bit more time to Poshmark. Nonetheless, my sales from the past 2 weeks, I think, have reflected a little bit of my lack of listing, but nonetheless, I was able to sell 10 items last week, which I was very, very happy about. So the first item that sold was this beautiful and trendy pair of Steve Madden shoes. It was a Steve Madden Darren suede flat sandals. And as you can see here, it was just a completely flat sandal, just a little bit of a touch of a heel. And it did have a very nice lace-up tassel detail at the ankle. So perfect for summertime and all of the summertime outfits. It was in black suede as well. And this item had a decent amount of likes. It had 9 likes, as you can see here. And I had only listed it for about a month or so. So I was very pleased that this item was able to sell for my asking price of $25. Poshmark fees were $5, and my net earnings from this item were $20. The next item that sold was this really funky and fun graphic tee, and it was by the brand Weekend by Junk Food. Junk food items tend to sell really, really well for me, especially the Rock by Junk Food brand, where they put out really fun kind of rocker graphic type tees. And this item was along those lines as well. And it was a very thin fabric, which made it all that much more appealing in my opinion. The front said "Good girls go to heaven." The back said "Bad girls go backstage." So kind of a fun ringer style tee. So this item ultimately sold for best offer price. I accepted an offer of $15. Poshmark fees are $3. So my net earnings from Poshmark were $12. The next item that sold was another pair of shoes by Steve Madden. So Steve Madden, I will say, is one of those shoe brands that sell pretty well for me. So I always am on the lookout for good quality and good trendy items from Steve Madden. And this item was a really fun pair of relatively high heels, in my opinion, that was in red suede. And as you can see here, it's a very classic pump style, but the heel was decently high, so very nice for going out. It was the Tracy red suede pumps. This was new without tags, had never been worn, so it was, of course, in perfect condition. And as you can see here, it had a pretty decent heel. It was a 5-inch heel with a 1-inch hidden front platform, so the pitch was 4 inches, which is pretty high, but perfect for going out. Really fun shoe. So this item was sitting in my closet for about a month and a half or so, so I decided to send out an offers to likers offer. And the offer was for $31, and the shipping discount was $1.80. Poshmark fees were $6.20, so my net earnings from Poshmark with all those discounts was a total of $23, which I was pleased with. Steve Madden I don't think sells for too much, but overall they sell very consistently, usually for me in the $20 to $40 price range. So if you're able to find this brand of shoe out there in good condition, I would definitely consider picking it up. The next item that sold was this, again, really fun item. It's the Audrey 3+1 printed pull-on shorts romper. I had never heard of this brand before, but when I looked up comps, the comps were pretty decent, again selling about in the $20 range. And this item I initially picked up just because of style. I mean, as you can see here, I thought it was really fun for the summertime. Shorts rompers are doing incredibly well right now given the weather, and I do like that kind of tie-dye washed out kind of acid wash looking design. So I thought the design was really cool. That's why I picked it up, and I didn't really look up the brand until I got home after buying this item, and I was pleased that the comps were okay. So ultimately this item did sell for an offers to likers offer of $25. My shipping discount was $1.80 and my Poshmark fee was $5, so my net earnings were $18.20. So in the future, I'm really looking out for these really cool, unique, trendy items. And it was also a bonus that Audrey 3+1 was a decent brand to sell as well. The next item that sold was the Stitch Fix Paper Moon Carolee halter knit top. This was new with tags from Stitch Fix, and I am able to find a decent amount of new with tags items from Stitch Fix. So I think people are just getting their Stitch Fix boxes for whatever reason, don't wear the items. Maybe they just didn't have time to return them in time per the Stitch Fix policies. They're left with some of these new with tag items and end up donating them. So I have been pretty lucky finding new with tag Stitch Fix. And Stitch Fix has definitely a following here on Poshmark, as you're probably aware. And as you know as well, Stitch Fix is a subscription service where people that enroll in the service get a box of items to try on, and those that they like, they keep, and if not, they mail them back. But if they don't mail them back in time, potentially these are items that people like to donate. So I think this was probably one of those items, and it was perfect for summertime. As you can see here, just a pretty simple tank that was printed, but the back design had a little cute cutout twist detail. And this item did have a decent amount of likes initially. As you can see, it had 6 likes, and ultimately I did accept a best offer price of $19. Poshmark fees are $3.80, and my net earnings from this item were $15.20. The next item that sold was this pair of Lucky Brand jeans, and this was a pair of men's jeans. It was a Lucky Brand 361 vintage straight jean. It was size 34, and again, I don't normally actively source men's items just because I love women's clothing, obviously, and that's what I gravitate toward. I only pick up men's items if I come across them when I'm sourcing women's items. So either they're mistakenly labeled or in the wrong location when I'm looking at women's items. And this pair of Lucky Brand jeans, I actually picked up thinking of my dad because this is his size exactly, and he likes Lucky Brand jeans. So it turns out it didn't quite fit him, so I decided to sell it on Poshmark. So this pair of jeans was in decent condition. It did have some wear on it, but really overall I think was in good condition. And because I don't sell a lot of men's items, I don't think I have a lot of men's traffic through my closet. So in general, I'm really happy when men's items sell for me. So this particular item did sell for $16. Poshmark fees are $3.20, and my net earnings were $12.80. And this is an item that did sell on one of the closet clear out days, which I was very happy about. As I've said before, in general, closet clear out days really haven't worked for me. I think the 6-hour window that Poshmark offers the shipping discount really isn't a whole lot of time for buyers to see the item on sale. So this particular item, luckily it did work. So the buyer did also, in addition, save on his shipping as well. The next item that sold for me was a bundle, and I was super excited. I think I've only sold 2 other bundles previously. For whatever reason, I just don't really sell bundles. And this one I kind of made on my own, which I was very proud about. So what I saw was this particular buyer did like these 2 items in a row, and I decided to bundle it for her. And it's the first time I'd ever done that. So I bundled the items. I gave her an added, pretty generous discount in my opinion. And I did send her a personal message through the bundle feature saying, hey, I noticed that you like these 2 items. I decided to bundle them for you and sent you an additional discount as well. So the person ultimately did decide to accept my bundle offer, and the bundle was for these 2 items. So the first was a Madewell muscle tank, as you can see here, in a really nice classic heather gray color. And the other item was this BDG for Urban Outfitters mid-rise Alexa denim shorts in this olive color. So really cute pairing together, in my opinion. And these are the 2 items she likes. So I bundled them together and decided to send her a bundle discount. And the price was for $30 for both items. and the Poshmark fee was $6, so my net earnings on both items total were $24. So in the future, I think I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive about bundling items for people. If you can notice that somebody's liking several of your items, I think it's worth a shot to quickly put them in a bundle, send them a personal message, and give a little bit of an extra discount. So this at least worked for me this time, so I'm going to continue trying to do that more in the future. So the next item that sold was this Levi's gray 721 high-rise skinny jean. And this is, I believe, the second or third pair of Levi's gray jeans I've sold in the past couple of months. And I never would have guessed that this gray color would be as popular as it is, but for whatever reason, people really are looking for the gray Levi's, at least in my closet. And the other nice thing about this particular jean was that it was high-rise, which, as you know, is also trending right now as well. So this particular jean, I did decide to accept a best offer price of $15. Poshmark fees were $3 and my net earnings were $12. So if you're out there sourcing and see a pair of gray Levi's jeans, I really would consider picking them up. They've done really well for me, and for whatever reason, I think people are actually looking for them, probably because it's a little bit different than the classic blue Levi's denim. So something to definitely check out. And the final item that sold was this pair of Prana short inseam skinny jeans. The size was 29. And it was a shorter inseam, so petite. And this item was my first item from the brand Prana that is sold. I really wasn't too familiar with Prana before looking into starting this Poshmark closet, and it seems that Prana definitely has a following here on Poshmark as well. And when I was kind of looking around, I do realize we actually also have a Prana store near where I live. So these items I think people are definitely seeking out, and they make a nice variety of items, jeans, a lot of athletic workout gear, hiking gear as well. So since I picked up this jean and noticed that it had a decent amount of popularity in my closet, I have been recently sourcing more Prana items and have several items if you want to check them out in my closet currently. But this particular pair of jeans was in excellent condition. I was a little nervous about the shorter inseam. I wasn't sure how quickly that would sell. The inseam was 28 inches, but to be honest, whether or not this buyer was petite, a 28-inch jean would be really cool this time of year anyway as kind of a crop style. So this really didn't seem to hurt the sales at all. And I did decide to accept a best offer price of $25. Poshmark fees were $5 and my net earnings were $20. And I was just thinking that I wonder if jeans aren't going to sell too quickly this season, just because of course everyone I think may be looking more for shorts, skirts, cooler items, and I was thinking maybe I shouldn't be sourcing so many jeans. I personally love sourcing jeans. I think that the return on investment is probably pretty good for most pairs of jeans, and they're really easy to ship and they don't wrinkle in general. So it's very nice that you don't have to steam them much. It's very easy to ship and it's a pretty good return on investment. However, I thought in the summer months jeans might not be that popular, but based on this week's sales where I sold, let's see, 3 pairs of jeans, I'm rethinking that. I think I'm going to keep sourcing jeans. I think jeans are classic. I wear jeans year round, so I think other people do as well. So I definitely would not steer clear of jeans. I think there's always a market for jeans, really year round. So there you have it. Those are my 10 sales for the week of June 16th. So I hope you enjoyed this video and was able to know a little bit more about what's trending and selling in my closet. If you have any questions about any of these items or my Poshmark experience, given that I'm a relatively new reseller from that perspective at least, please go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. Please also don't forget to check out my other Poshmark related videos and my other lifestyle and beauty and fashion videos as well. And consider subscribing to this channel so you don't miss any future videos. Otherwise, I thank you so much for watching this video, and I will plan to see you again in my next video. Bye!